Hey, hey, it's good morning. Hey, moving challenges are on my way. Hey, it's good morning. Hey, I'm so glad that I'm here today. Hey, it's good morning. Hey, my past can get in the way. Hey, it's good morning. Hey, showing gratitude throughout the day. Hey, hey,
Hey.
hey,
All right.
hey,
Okay.
hey.
Ooh.
They call us elemental beings.
Rah.
We be tapping in your energy.
Ooh.
We ain't worried about no enemies.
Rah. Praise, 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 praise. Ooh.
Praise, praise. Hey,
Rah.
hey. Now this is for the ancestors. Hey. And this is for the ancestors. Hey. And this is for the Most High. Hey. Now this is for the Most High. Hey. We got the drum out this morning, y'all. The ancestors like, come on out. Hey. Hey. I'm feeling good in my spirit. Hey. Hey. We be down by the riverside. Hey. We get advice from the Most High. Hey. Dry your eyes, you don't have to cry. Hey. And we do it for our soul tribe. Hey. And we do it for our soul tribe. Dry your eyes, you don't have to cry. Soul tribe, yeah, we down for life. Soul tribe, yeah, we down to ride. Hey. And we be down by the riverside. Hey. We be down by the riverside.
Hey.
Good
Yeah,
morning,
bring the drum out this
everyone.
morning,
Right?
y'all.
Hope you guys are doing well in positive energy, attracting the life you desire because it's your birthright, okay? We're coming through with another live for you guys. Make sure you take the message, how it resonates in your life. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And don't forget, if you love the video, to run it up, right? Don't forget to follow the page, right? Cut on your notifications so you know when we go live. You don't want to miss these messages, right? Thank you guys for all of your support, all of your love, all of your spiritual donations, all of your congratulations on our marriage, our union. We are so grateful for our tribe. We are ecstatic for all of the love. It's been overwhelming. So, we've been trying to make sure that we get back to everyone. Just dropping a little heart to let you know that we've seen it. And so we just love you guys so much and we appreciate you. If you would like to contribute to the channel, all of the information is on the page. But nevertheless, we're going to get into this message.
Okay. Morning, everyone. Grand Rising, all of those things. This morning, I can say that I had an odd download, but I just want to say it, right? And I pray that it resonates with us all as a collective. And it's this. It feels like Galatians 2:11, right? I was in the shower and I was thinking, and it brought that verse to me out the Bible. And what happened in that particular verse was it was a sequence of things. It was in a place called Antioch, and a person named Cephas, which was Peter, and Paul, they were sitting down and they were talking, right? Paul was with the people known as the Gentiles. The Gentiles were the people that God didn't favor, so to speak, right? They weren't the Israelites. So, Paul had went to Peter. Peter was the leader of the Israelites, God's people, right? Peter was their leader. So Paul went to Peter and was like, look, hey, God trying to speak to the Gentiles too, right? It's no longer just the Israels, like, Gentiles. God went them. So Peter sat down with Paul and the Gentiles, and they was in agreement. So Paul, Peter seen a vision. But soon as the Jews showed up, Peter switched up and got up and left and went over and sat down with the Jews. So Paul had to call him out. Paul was like, all right, so Peter, why you get up and go over there when you was sitting over here? And you was, so you could be suffering from that. And it's a divide. Like what's happening is, in a way, God is kind of crying in a sense, right? And the reason why I say that God is crying is because if you are a person, right, okay, the voice of the devil sounds like this. This is what Spirit is giving me. The voice of the devil sounds like this. When people gossip about others, that's the voice of the devil. It's no good in it. None whatsoever. So if you find yourself gossiping about another person, you're speaking in the energy of, that's devil's energy. It's nothing holy about that. Not at all. So what happens is, the ones that's being gossiped about are the ones that God favors. So God is crying because his first elect is now, they pitching stones at the newly anointed. Because people walking into anointings in different ways. Why? Because we battling witchcraft. Point blank. It's no secret as to why. See, because if you ain't going through that, you pretending out here. Right? It ain't about being spiritual and all of that. It ain't about none of that, right? Because we are the people that didn't choose this, right? This is what we walked into. We not people that woke up one day and was like, oh, let's get some crystals and let's just fuck around with the energies. And, that wasn't us. We was people that walked a different way. But when being attacked by witchcraft, God has to reveal things to you. He has to open your mind up on a level where, and now it becomes a duty to those of us who survive and we ascend into our gifts. It's our duty to let our gifts perform for men and women alike, and children and humanity when you survive it. Because some people don't survive the shit that we go through. Like, so if you're a survivor of witchcraft, you understand what I'm saying. This is why your brain is ascending into a level where you walking away from, so seemingly you walking away from old things, and you are, but you're not walking away from faith. And this is what the gossip peers, right? I'm gonna call them the gossip peers. The people that gossip, they are the gossip peers, because there's great evil in that shit. Like, gossiping is the oldest form of spell work known to man. So I feel like, be encouraged, all of my people who are doing shit that cause people to gossip about you, please be encouraged, because just know you winning, right? If you stick to your guns,
you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
You ain't got no haters, you ain't popping, right? But I'm saying, as far as that, and I'm gonna jump out of there. If you stick to your guns and you manifesting a thing, right? Just know, when God bring that shit together, right?
Yeah.
He gonna reveal where his favor lies, right? Because another reason why God is trying out of his heart, and I feel it, because why? I got the heart of God in me. You have it in you too, as well, if you tap into it. You know why God is trying? Because his judgment, it favors the ones that's being talked about. And why? Because he is God. He is justice. Right? Remember, the meek shall inherit the earth. The last shall be first. Oh, that's God's energy, right? So, I just want somebody to really be encouraged, because I feel it. I feel it, of course, on my own personal level, but it ain't nothing. But when I feel it at an overwhelming point where a spirit is pushing it out of me, it's because, that shit gets thick. It can discourage you, when you dealing with the spirits of gossip pit against you. So move forward.
It's real, okay?
Yeah.
Oldest form of spell work, gossip, you know?
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. I got some downloads, but I'm gonna wait let's just, yeah, let's just, okay.
Angel numbers.
Yeah, let's wait on that.
Angel numbers.
All right, so let's get some energy out, y'all. Let's see what's going on this morning, okay? I heard Tisha. This could be your name, Tisha. You could be a teacher. I don't know. Something's trying to come through. Alexis, maybe. I just heard Alexis. Your name could be Alexis. You could drive Alexis. That could be a car that you desire or something like that. You could have a child named Alexis. I don't know. But this card has come out the last 2 mornings. 2112. Okay? So this could be very significant about your life. A new beginning is here. Okay, it says new beginning. Hope, new beginning, fresh start, lifestyle, purpose, and spiritual awakening. I don't know, lifestyle is really standing out to me right now for some reason for you with this new beginning. You know, you could be really embodying a whole new lifestyle right now. You know, like things that used to interest you, they don't, you know, they don't do anything for you. Like, you know, the things that used to move your mind, they don't move your mind anymore. I feel like, I don't know, there's something deeper here because of your spiritual awakening. Okay? It says this is a call to action to move forward. The sooner you get going, the sooner you will accomplish what you set out to do. Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of their perseverance. So you could be feeling like I'm hearing procrastination. You know, evil loves to use the spirit of procrastination to keep people in a position where they're not doing what God is really wanting them to do.
Yeah.
You know how God will tell you to do something, and then you can feel when evil comes in, it's like, I'm too tired.
Yep.
I don't have enough material.
Anxiety.
You know, the anxiety comes in, you know, because I'm seeing someone, and you could be a smoker, and it's like every time God tells you to do something, you got to get that cigarette in first. And I understand, right? But you have to understand what we're fighting is spiritual. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times you get into the energy of not wanting to do certain things, but it's really that push that you feel when you don't do it is God really telling you to move, because listen, you have to move past these spirits that try to trap and bind us. Like the spirit of procrastination is a huge one for all of us. Okay? So, I don't know. I feel like, you know, right now is a time to move. Excuse me. Move, and not only move, but move quickly. You know, it's like, you know, you could be saying like, you know, I'm going to do it next week, tomorrow, you know, give me 30 minutes. Well, what if you don't have that time? Because, you know, we truly know when, you know, our time expires. Now, we all hope that we have a long and abundant life, but when the mission is over, the mission is over, right? Okay, so it's something about setting out to do the things you desire to do right now, because you know later on isn't always promised. You know, sometimes that move that needs to be made right now, it can determine your future, right? And allowing yourself to be delayed in that moment can really stop what God is trying to change around in your life.
No doubt.
Right? So sometimes you have to push through these energies when you feel like you can't go. Because God, you know, it says that when you are worried, you know, God gives you perseverance, right? To people that are tired, when you feel like you just can't go no more, but as God telling you to move, He will make sure that you have the strength if you have to take the action though, right? You know, because God is like action to me, you know. When we pray about a thing, God takes action, you know, for each and every one of us, like that truly has a relationship with the Most High. When we get to praying about things and talking to God about things, He immediately takes action, you know?
Yeah.
Right? So we serve
we take
you
action?
Know, right? We serve a God of action. So,
yes.
You know, to whom much is given, much is required. So if we're asking for things, we got to be in motion, moving and trying to get these things. right? So I don't know, be patient, right? And you will reap the rewards of your perseverance. So you could be feeling tired, but maybe you need to amp your prayers up. Are you praying enough, right? When you feel weak and tired, when you're having these moments of feeling like you just can't get through, when you feel like you're just too tired, when you feel like your energy is just zapped from you, are you praying, God, give me more strength. I need more energy. I feel like I can't move, even though I know that it's you telling me to move. Because sometimes you have to realize when God is telling you to move, like, you know what I'm saying? When are you in your own mind and when is it God speaking? We have to know the difference sometimes. And some people are like, well, Lala, how do you know when God is speaking to you? Well, I know when God is speaking to me because one, the thought keeps coming over and over. I feel a conviction when I don't do whatever it is that I'm supposed to be doing because I know in my heart, see, my heart belongs to the Most High. So it's a connection that I feel when I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I can feel when God is pleased when I am, right? So I don't know, something about that. Just moving forward. If you want to get somewhere, it's time to really go hard. I'm here to go hard right now or go home. You know, it's like really time for you to go after the things that you desire because I feel like right now we're at the point where there's nobody holding us back but us. Okay. See, Proverbs tells us that the hex, the curse, can only work if you deserve it. So if you're out here cleaning yourself up and you're still not getting where you want to be, there's some more cleaning that needs to be done spiritually, right? There's a part that's missing in the little corner, the little crevice with the dirt getting the crack, right? That's that prayer, that prayer that we forget when we feel weak. That's that being able to speak to God. Like, who was it? I think was it Lot? It was one of them prophets. They went to God like, look, I need you to say something to me. I need to hear something. What's going on down here?
Gideon.
Okay.
He wanted a sign.
A sign, yeah. Gideon wanted a sign, but it was another prophet that went to God, kind of like, hold on, it wasn't.
I think it was Moses.
It was, wasn't it? Who lost everything? Hold on, Job. I'm sorry, it was Job. It was Job. Job. Remember, he had lost everything, and he like, I need to hear something. So, but anyway, new beginning, right? God can't keep giving you reminders that you have a new beginning. It's time for you to understand that you have the new beginning. You already asked for it and it came. As soon as you asked for it, it was available. And see, what happens is you ask for something, it becomes available, right? And you sit and wait for it, but it was available the moment that you asked. Okay? So, just keep pushing forward. Okay? Let's see. All right, so next we got heart coming out for you. You start to feel your heart beat faster as you get closer. So I told you, there's something about just keep going here because you can feel what's coming in. It's like, the new beginning is here. You could be feeling like anxious, to be honest with you. You know how you feel like anxiety because something is coming in? You can feel something. You can feel the energy of something that's coming in. And because, you could be in the unknown of exactly what it is that's coming in, but you can feel it. So you can feel your heart beating faster because you're getting closer to something, right? Okay. Let's see. What you got? Okay. Let's see. Ooh. So now we got 1818. This is a good one. Okay. I like number 8. They're like infinity. Okay. But we have structures showing up for you. And it says spiritual guides, progress, justice, structures, systems, processes, conditioning, and rules. Okay? So I feel like, I don't know, there's a lot of structure in your life. You could have been really reckless at one point in life. A person like me where, you really didn't have any type of structure, any type of, format to the things you were doing. You could have just been out there doing. And I feel like now, there's more of a system, a process, you know. It says you are on the right track. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to do your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything will fall to pieces.
Hmm.
Okay.
Wow.
Everything around you will fall to pieces. Yeah, I like that because it says you're on the right track. So it's like Spirit is reminding you about the illusions. You could be thinking like you're losing things. You could be thinking like things are going bad, but really you're on the right track. You're being conditioned. Okay? And someone on the other side has your back. This is like an ancestor showing up for you. Okay? This person could have been born on the 18th. Okay, this person could have transitioned when they were 18. You could be 18. Whatever it is, 18 is here. Structures, progress. There could even be justice coming in for some kind of injustice here due to someone's transition. Okay. Spirit is saying make sure you really observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. So that means that, speaking things that are not like they are, right? That means like doing your best when no one's looking, because I feel like you're being judged for your character right now, is what I'm hearing. Okay?
So I got 555 and I got 4 8s, and both of these are money cards, right? 555. It says a lot of money is coming your way. Fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. This message encourages you to take your personal responsibility and use it to realize your greatest potential. Now, at the beginning of this, it says a lot of money is coming your way. And then it says fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. So first of all, get money out of your mind, right? Get finances out of your mind. I'm going to tell you, with me personally, I used to get readings like this in my life when I was down, right? And it would be like, money is coming. People would like, you're about to run into a fortune. And I was looking at it like, I don't see it. I can't see it. What, I'm here to scratch off or something? I really was looking at it like that. But I didn't understand how God was working. See, the money that was coming, I reached 10 Pentacles now. I made it to covenant. I just got married. We're recently married, right? So that means that in life, when I was looking at things to come, once I started walking in my alignment, God started adding the things. They were coming, right? But it wasn't by way of monetary money. That's how we miss God's blessing. Let me ask you a question. If God gave you the money that you think you get, how we think we get the money when the readers say we getting money? Well, what if God give us that money when we in the shape that we in? We ain't ready for it. I could tell you about that too. Receiving that type of blessing when your mind is not balanced. It almost wiped me out. I was running around giving away money. I received a large amount of money when my mind was unbalanced, and it was to the point where though when the last dollar was gone out my bank account, I was relieved. I was relieved because the money brought me such a burden, right? It was so much money at one time. And I was just, I was imbalanced. So when God speaks of bringing you money or money coming your way or fortune coming your way, if it's truly from God, the first thing that's going to come your way is, healthiness in order to be able to handle it, right? So if you're looking towards money, 555 in your life, put yourself in a position for money to come into your life. Do you have a bank account? Do you have small things that's needed in order for you to receive a large sum of money? Because if you don't have a way to receive it, the universe can't necessarily bless you with it. This message encourages you to take personal responsibility, and use it to realize your greatest potential. Personal responsibility in order to realize your greatest potential is allowing your gift to lead the way, and making sure you're using your gift in proper context, putting things in proper perspective. You using that responsibility. You know how it feels to wake up and feel like I have a duty to myself and humanity and my family as well. And no matter what family may be to you. An opportunity, 888, infinity. And our high priest was saying, Lala was saying, the eights look like infinity. And then there's four of them, right? So that's definitely a sign of something that's infinite, an infinite kind of spirit. An opportunity, help, extra cash, or other support is coming your way. Both cards say this. So keep going and have fun when you are performing your task. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time. So do it like a visionary, right? You know what I mean? Because it says the most tremendous success comes from passion. And it's something about setting yourself up for your passion to benefit you. Because sometimes if we let our passion run unbridled, it get us in trouble. Unbridled passion. But I feel like this card is speaking about passion that's harnessed it, right? When you harness your passion and you can get a hold of your passion, the energy of your passion, make it work for you. If you're an artist, it splashes out. If you're a musician, you produce a melody. If you're a writer, you write something profound. If you're a speaker, the energy spills out of you, right? So, bridle your passion, and both of these cards say money is coming your way. And I'm really feeling like it's more or less an abundance of health, an abundance of things that's going to sustain you and help you. God not going to give you a bunch of money that's going to do you in. We expect that from God, but will he be fair if he did that? I think he done it to me just to show me a lesson. Because I ain't gonna lie, I received a loss some out of nowhere one time. And it almost resulted in my end. So I can understand that degree. So enjoy what's coming to you. Innovation, focus, creation, progress, forward movement, skills, and goals.
Okay. Let's see. It says right track again. Remember on that first one I had, it said that right here on 1818, you are on the right track. And it says right track. Okay, so someone just needs to know that you are on the right track. It can be feeling like you're not on the right track. Okay, it could be feeling like, am I doing what's right? And I feel like you are. Spirit is just, and I feel like someone just popped in here. Okay, right when I pulled this card. This is for you. Okay, you are on the right track, the right direction. So just keep moving forward. It's very important for forward movement right now, to keep going, even when the going gets tough, like that kind of energy. You should be steady going right when everybody else is going left. Make sure you're still going the right way. It's very important to know that you are on the right track, even though it could be feeling like, I don't know what's going on. The unknown is very important for you right now. I feel like I'm talking to a person where you're so used to being able to see which way to go, to be able to feel like, to be comfortable and, feeling like what's happening next. And I feel like, right now, the unknown for you is the best place to be, because that is where you allow God to really work with you, right? And God wants you to know you're on the right track, no matter what it may feel like, right? If you're doing what's right out here, okay, you're on the right track. You're not out here hurting people, harming people, gossiping, cooking up spell work, doing things to hurt and harm people. But you're out here really trying to, be a better you. You're out here taking care of your spirit, your children. You're doing things to just be a better human being, right? You're becoming more helpful. You're of service. Those kind of things. So, I feel like this is good energy. You're on the right track, and it's just, double confirmation for someone. Okay? Sometimes when you're on your journey, it can feel confusing because there's so many different energies that come up against you. But when you're working with the divine, you have to understand that you're working with the divine, right? And that's why it's important for you to pray more. That's why it's important for you to meditate. It's important for you to watch things that are high vibrational. It's important for you to stay away from things that cause your mind. It's important for you to stay in alignment with things that are high vibrational for your mind, right? Okay. I won't worry about it. Okay, so let's see. Right track. You're on the right track. Let's see. It says one last move here. Okay. So I don't know if you're literally like moving. Okay. I don't know if you like are literally about to move. I feel like there could be someone and you could be moving. But it says you have come so far on your journey. Keep going and you will soon see what you have accomplished. That's what I was saying. When you're going through your journey, sometimes it can be confusing. And I feel like, this is exactly what this card is saying, that, in the end, you'll be able to see the fruits of your labor. That's like a new business, right? When you start a new business, the first 5 years of the business, you typically don't see any finances, any income, any gains, right? A lot of times you lose money, resources, time in your first 5 years of business, right? So you have to really stick it out, in order to see the fruits of your labor, right? You're not gonna be, now there are some companies that come out and, billion-dollar companies the first year, but that is not the average story of a business, So things take time, and it's like, a lot of us, we get impatient. We want everything that God promised us right away, and we have to understand that it takes patience and one last move. You have come so far on your journey. Keep going, and you will soon see what you have accomplished. Okay? It may not look like it right now. Someone's like, I'm not seeing no results of the things that I'm doing, right? But it's showing up. Trust me. Yeah. Everything you do that's right, it's making a difference. It's showing up. You can be seen, okay? Like, don't think that it's going unnoticed. God sees everything. It's not really a thing for man to see or for you to worry about, man. It's more so like, you know what I'm saying? This is for you. It's you against you right now. Will you be better than you were last time? One last move. I feel like, Spirit is saying, make sure you play chess and not checkers with yourself, Like,
that been the echo lately.
Yeah.
Right? Definitely chess, not checkers.
Ooh, someone could have just had LASIK eye surgery.
Why did I just now see that? I was just about to say, this 2020, I was about to say somebody doing something with their eyes.
Yeah, someone could have
doctor's appointment.
LASIK eye surgery.
You need glasses. You just got glasses, or you're on your way to get glasses. Maybe you starting to realize I need glasses. I don't know. 2020, it says moderation, patience, flowing, self-realization, manifestation, gateway, taking action. Right. You're in a lucky break. It may come as happy news, experience new opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. It is not a coincidence, but a gift from fate, right? And I can say that I have found life to be definitely very magical, right? That I'm not talking about uh, baneful magic either. I'm talking about a time and sequence that's way beyond the measure and perspective of mankind, right? That's what this is talking about. It's not luck, it's divine timing. It says you're in for a lucky break. I don't believe in luck, right? I believe in divine timing. It's always forces at work. Forces at work fighting for your soul, forces at work fighting against your soul. Your alignment determines where you're going to be and what time you're going to be there, right? So when you fall into alignment, you allow yourself to be guided by spirit. Remember, as many as are led of the spirit are the sons and daughters of the Most High. So being right there says you will find yourself in the right place at the right time. And it's 2020, like, I mean, maybe somebody you have spiritual insight as well. Self-realization to the 2020.
Right. That's like super, somebody's spirit is super lit.
Yeah, you can see.
You know, like I feel like there's a lot of supernatural miracles. You know, miracles are something that can only come from God anyway. So I feel like there could be even someone here. It's like God keeps showing you miracle after miracle, but you still want to see something else. You know, we still want to see something else.
I think that a lot of us, we be wanting to cling to what they told us a miracle was. You know how people told us in our life, people told us, well, miracles look like this and they come this way. And then God say, I'm going to do it like this, right? I'm going to do the miracle like this. Yeah. So maybe it doesn't resonate with people around you. Maybe only you see the miracle. Maybe it's only for you to see the miracle. Everybody not ready to see the miracle. So.
And sometimes you have to realize yourself what the miracles is. So let me give you an example, right? The miracle could be something as little as, you know, divine timing, when something comes through right on time. You know, that moment where you felt like everything was about to crash down. Yeah. You felt like there was no assistance, no help, no guidance, nobody there. And then boom, God just sends in something out of the universe. And you're like, Lord, oh my God, I know only God could do this. Because, I mean, someone was on the verge of being, you know, put out of something. There was someone on the verge of, you know, being hurt by something. There, I mean, it's just a lot of
evidence of God's hand in motion.
Come on.
Evidence. You know how you get that evidence that God, you be like, and every fiber in your body tell you God in this. God is in this, right? You know how you had instances in life where you don't need nobody to tell you nothing because your spirit tell you God in this.
Or, I mean, you know,
this is a deeper thing happening.
That's so real, because some things like that happen to us, these supernatural things, a man couldn't make it happen. Like, I mean, you know, those things I'm talking about that you go through. I'm not going to get deep into experiences because, you know, those things for me are personal, you know, and I got a lot of them, but I will tell you, you know, God be in there, and you like, nobody could have moved this. You ever had something that was law and God moved the law around for you? You ever seen God move the whole law around to assist and aid you?
How about the fact that God has protected you from everything you have ever come into contact with in human form? Not every human. Because see, when you really got starseed quality, the people that you done attracted to your life, they be of all sorts, like witches, warlocks, reptiles, demons, jinn. You ever been involved with somebody and they evil is extraordinarily powerful, right? Chances are they might not even have been what you consider to be a human. Yeah, they in human form, but the soul is different. That's what makes people who they are, y'all. Not the skin, it's the soul. When they say reptiles, they be like, oh, we gonna peel them back and get the, I mean, maybe, but more or less, it's the soul of a thing. A draconian it's a soul aspect. You manifest in human form. And you be dealing with these type of things and these energies as a star seed, and you don't know it because God protect you. Even from some of the things that try to creep up in your body from people that we connect with over your whole life. You know how your immune system might have shook something off? Well, it only did that because the hand of the divine assists. I'm telling you, this world we live in, it's amazing how some of us made it out. Spirit say. Some of y'all made it out. Man, you could write a book on. Like Jay-Z said, man, I write a book on, man, and I'll tell you it'll be the bestseller, right? Like, yeah, some of y'all have lives like that where you could literally write a book on it.
No, for real. Okay. I like that 2020 self-realization. Someone definitely getting my eyes done.
I'm saying, I keep hearing in the nick of time. And I don't even know where that come from because I ain't never really used that phrase, but it come right now, in the nick of time. Like, that's how the life of a starseed play out. In
Everything
the nick of
happens
time.
in the
Like,
nick of time.
the most powerful things happen in the nick of time.
That's real.
And you know why it be happening in the nick of time? Thank you, Spirit. Because time is really an illusion. It's a spiritual thing. It's like the devil make his play and God move in the nick of time. Whatever you comprehend that to be. That's the forces at work.
That's real.
Because you ever felt the play being made on your soul? Where you go through something and your soul be distorted. You be like, yo, what just now happened?
Right.
Like, what just happened? And then you realize you recover from it. But some things you really can see how people transition when they go through them. If you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, maybe, I mean, it may not resonate. But some things, they reach you on a soulish level where God is able to communicate with you. And it's a reason. I want to tell you before I get off of it. Do you know why God talks to us when we get attacked so hard like that? It's because it's the same reason why your ancestors rush to aid you when you are broken or when you wounded. Hermes Trismegistus and those boys, you know what they used to do? They used to wound themselves in their kidneys to get an upgrade from spirit. Why? Because in the spirit realm, when you wounded, your ancestors come and aid you. That's crazy, ain't it? But that's the same way of Jesus being broken on the cross. It's the same degree that they really trying to give you on a different level, right? Yeah, we ain't gonna get into that. But nevertheless, I'm gonna say like this. The life of a starseed, you're in for a lucky break. I'm gonna just say you're in for divine timing. I see that. I see that.
Right.
That looked like a real life morning.
Yeah.
What you got on that?
Someone could have gone and seen
Oh yeah.
Papa.
Somebody could have went to see Papa.
Okay. Someone could be down by, could have went to the crossroads. Someone could be at a crossroads in life, A crossroad in life is where you get to that position like, all right, which way am I going? I can't keep being lukewarm. I got to choose which way I'm going. So someone could be at a crossroad, like, making a decision on where you truly want life to go for you, choosing, which side of magic you want to be on, left or right, right? Which path you're taking here. Okay.
Crossroad energy, it defines us on a spiritual level, y'all. Like the crossroad energy is powerful energy. It's that place where you stand in life and you be like, which direction am I really about to take? Right? So only thing I can say is choose wisely. Because sometimes when you on that crossroad, you got to go against what you think you love, right? You got to be willing to look at what's destroying you, that you may be connected to. All of that is on that crossroad in life, right? If you're going, because sometimes, y'all, It's not easy.
No.
You know, when I look at life, it's not hard. I know it's like it's said, all right, that ain't that hard. But I can honestly tell you, you know, I could have made the decision that could have finished me
Me too.
if I would have went another route in life.
Me as well. You know, it's easy to finish yourself. And it's crazy because, you know, you'll have people sitting around watching you full of destruction, you know, and instead of it helping you or encouraging you to change, they watch. They sit back and they, you know, they watch you destroy yourself. But it's crazy because God's grace, you know, when you really truly have the favor of and grace of God on your life, God will show those people that should have helped you. You know, he will show you restored in front of them.
Yeah, see,
You
Christ
know,
had
because
the
people
bad,
start counting you out.
Christ had the badge cross.
Yeah.
It's called out 10 of
You
wands,
know?
right?
Yeah. People start counting you out, you know?
Yeah.
And people that can really truly help you, they sit back and they laugh. They sit back and they mock. They sit back and they run their mouth, right? And you know, God is watching that. Imagine, you know, I remember I was in a situation, man. It was a very unfortunate situation in my life. And maybe, yes, maybe I probably didn't make the best choice in this situation, right? But the choice I made, it wasn't a choice where I should have been nailed to the cross like I was, right? I'll just say
Yeah, I
that.
feel you.
I'll just say that, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, when I went through this situation, the people that should have been there for me, I felt like, you know, the people that I thought should have been in my corner, God was like, you know, stop thinking you control everything because you think they should be here, but I'm telling you that they shouldn't because they don't care about you, right? And so he started to reveal how they truly felt about me when I was in this situation where they thought I was doomed. They thought I was over. They thought I would lose everything. You know, they thought that, you know, I wouldn't have the same identity that I do now. They just thought that, you know, I would be crushed and broken. And so they decided to laugh and mock and talk down on me and talk shit about me and spread rumors about me and do all kinds of things. And now I sit back, you know, and I endured all of that, right? And I prayed it and I cried and I couldn't understand. And guess what? Now I sit back and I watch these same people and, you know, spiritually, they can't even face me, you know?
And you know, it's crazy because as you saying that, one energy that you can draw from, and this is a certainty of God, right? That your energy is becoming the majority in the spirit. For people who endure this kind of energy where, you know, it's like the people you connected to, you find them to be the ones that's really trying to destroy you. They speaking death and destruction on your name and all of these. But what's happening is the majority is the people that's going through it, right? So now the people that started this type of energy, they are in fear. You know why? Because if I roll a snowball uphill and let it come back downhill, it's gonna be greater, right? So in other words, what they send out is coming back and they can feel it and it comes back because people now say, well, if that person was so bad, why didn't y'all help them? And the reason why is because your quality, your authenticity, it spills out. It's spiritual. Like your spirit is connecting to other people. So people is not gonna be like in agreement with that. People are smart. You know, people are enlightening, and your awakening, it caused others around you to awaken. So they can awaken. And some people actually look at you and be like, I'm grateful that this person woke up because now I can see. And the people that start this confusion, they be being looked at. Like people be looking at them like, well, why would you why? See, it's not the same old energy. And I know it 21-21. Balance, right? It says your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of better ones. If you are experiencing a significant change or conclusion, viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters may be helpful. How can you make room for something new to emerge?
Wow, you said the snowball goes up and when it comes down, it's greater. And it says, where'd it go? It says something is becoming better.
So you might take advantage of better ones, right?
Your current circumstances are changing. They're ending. and you might take advantage of better ones. That's wild. You had just said that about the snowball.
Success and wealth and balance. It says 2121. Finances, success, wealth, cycles. Guess what it says, y'all? At the end of this card. I'm not lying. Spirit is crazy. It says what goes around comes around.
Wow.
Look,
someone could be 21 or 42.
And that's out of our hands, right? But I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't mind them laws. I don't mind what goes around comes around. I don't mind that law. I'm sorry. I favor that law. Because I ain't out here putting out nothing, you know what I'm saying, that I gotta worry about it coming back. So yeah, that law, I'm glad God made that law, right? I ain't wishing for nobody karma, but I'm glad that God made that law.
Yeah.
Because that means when I endure all them ouches and I had to deal through all that pain and all of that, and God restored me, he let me know early on, oh, somebody gonna have to answer for this, right? Don't worry about this. And I ain't talking about people. I'm talking about the spirits that they roll with, right? You know, people, they gonna start waking up without them powerful demons that empower them. Why? Because they about to be obliterated. Like, imagine a person got a demon working with them against you, and now God really moving things around, and now they wake up the next morning and they don't got that demon with them no more.
They ain't got the same
Right?
evil
They ain't got that power no more. They ain't got none of that no more because that demon done been removed. That's how God moving. So you gotta expect that. Like start. I told sis yesterday, I'm gonna tell everybody I'm gonna back out. Please start when you get to work or when you get home or when you get around people, please start looking in the spirit and telling the environment everything only blessed because I'm here. Don't be tricked by people in the environment. You don't gotta say it out loud, but like say you know you in a workplace or you in a relationship and people may be taking you for granted on the surface, that's fine. But in the spirit realm, learn how to vibrate on a frequency that says, you know, my spirit I'm the authority. Things go well because I'm around. Whether they know it or whether they don't. Because that's the truth. And until you realize that about yourself, people will continue to try to treat you like you not the one that has the powerful energy that's connected to source. I don't care how your situation look. It's your connectivity to source. You could be working in a job that's only open because you there. Why? Because your energy connected to source. God say, long as it support you, I'm gonna keep everything running. But the minute they act crazy and they move you, everything goes down, right? Why? Because it's your energy. You gotta look at it like that. Or you can let people squander you. Because people gonna try to beat you down. What you think they gonna make way for you to be who you supposed to be, who God called you to be?
Absolutely not.
No.
Okay.
You gotta know who you are.
Love it. Right?
Yeah.
I love it. So I'm gonna get one last card before we get out of here this morning. We'll be back this evening, this afternoon. Let's see. Let's get a telepathy oracle.
Okay.
Feelings. Take the time to explore the deep emotions you are experiencing. Okay? So it's okay to explore your emotions. A lot of you guys you're leveling up, is what I just heard. So as you level up, sometimes you have to check into your emotions. How am I feeling? You know, are you expressing things correctly? You know, are you being able to communicate more properly? You know, that's something we're all working on as a collective. So, you know, be in the energy of being able to express even your deepest feelings in a way that, you know, is respectful, in a way where you don't have to yell and scream, you know. And if you find yourself in that energy, then that means you are not around the correct people.
No doubt.
Right? Because at this point in our journey, we should be able to express ourselves with respect. We should be able to express ourselves in a normal tone. And, you know, we should be able to express even our deepest emotions to the people that we are around. You know, if you're around people and you can't express your deepest emotions, you are around the wrong people. Okay? So continue to find your tribe, continue to push forward, continue to address those hidden feelings that come up even in yourself. Okay? I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I pulled this out of High Priestess Oracles, and it says, if life was easy or simple, how would God get the glory?
Okay.
And make no mistake about it, God is what's sustaining. The people that's connected to us, God sustains them. Not the people not the people that's connected to the protection of the crystals and the aura fight. Yeah, I love crystals, their energy. I work with some of them that's familiar with me and my bloodline. But yo, when it come down to true faith in this spiritual domain, in this dominion, I know who God is. Right. We leave at that. Yeah. Right? People can assume what they want. I'm gonna tell them like this: God gonna get the glory out of it. Okay. You know, I don't expect life to be a big old easy place to get by in. And if you do, that then you suffer on your own disillusion time, right? I'm not going to encourage your disillusionment. Life is what it is. But the reason why life is the way that it is that God get the glory out of it, right? Through your vessel.
That's right. Right?
You know?
So stay encouraged, stay motivated. We love you guys so much. Thank you for your time, your energy. Thank you for coming back to our channel. We elemental beings. Hey. We elemental beings. Hey. Hey. We try to save the people from the pain and misery. And this life is not that hard. We be pulling all these scars while we healing all these scars. Hey. 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 We all must pray throughout the day. You must be strong. Keep holding on. Don't worry now. Feet on the ground. Your spirit's lit. Be proud of it. We normally go live in the morning, so we do morning coffee. We're always going to be on before 9 a.m. in the morning. And then sometimes we do a 11 o'clock session with the Hierophant. And
today I'll be back at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And then we normally do a evening show. Anywhere between 8 and 10 p.m. Okay? We love you guys. Thank you guys for your support. Okay? Thank you guys for your spiritual donations. Thank you guys for booking personal sessions with us. Thank you guys for just showing us mad love. Okay? We love you guys so much. What's up, Tabitha? Is that Tabitha? No. Letitia. I heard her name.
Yeah. I wrote it down.
I wrote it down. I heard your name. Did you just get here? Tisha. Oh my gosh. If you just got here, I called your name out.
And I wrote it down when she did Tisha and Alexis.
Oh wow. Ain't that something?
Look at that. Man.
That's crazy. Girl, go back and get this energy. You're gonna have to get this one off YouTube. You're gonna have to get this one off YouTube. Elemental Beings Divine News on YouTube.